Hi everyone, welcome to Career 360. I am Dr. Rudolph Smith. I'd like us to start today's session, by talking about what they haven't told you about virtual internships. Now at Career 360, our sessions are tailored to dive deep into matters of your career and your future. And in today's session, we will be uncovering, the truth about virtual internships. I'd like you to stay with me because there's so much I have to offer to you today. Now, if you are new on this channel, please, I'd like you to make your comments, subscribe, and click the notification bell so that you will always be the first to be notified when we drop new content. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I want you to stick with us and please share your thoughts with us and make your comments. We are ever ready to give you answers. Like I said today, the first one is the obvious benefits. There are obvious benefits that you get from taking internships, more so virtual internships, because this is our focus today. So they start with well-known perks. For instance, the flexibility, no commute, you don't commute anywhere, and the ability to work from anywhere. So that's a given. So these are the obvious, but let's dig some level deeper. Imagine being able to work for top Fortune 500 brands across the globe, right from the comfort of your bedroom. And this is one of the things that we offer at Career 360. When I say top Fortune 500 brands, I mean it in every word of it. So you can work with Google, you can work with Amazon, you can work with Meta, you can work with KPMG, you can work with Bloomberg, you just name it. The list is endless. On our platform, we have over 340 top brands in the world that you can sign up for free, absolutely free. I need to emphasize that, So you are not just saving time and money, you are gaining global experience from your own space. So like I said, this is number one point, and this is the obvious benefit you get. So consider a scenario. We have an intern, Ejiro, a college student in Lagos. She took her internship virtually for a tech giant in Silicon Valley. And while her friends commute daily, as it were, she's completing tasks, from the comfort of her home. Not only that, she's networking and attending meetings from home. And guess what? A couple of these companies, after a few weeks, they want to begin to pay you. It's not a pay, it's like an allowance. They pay you in hours, maybe $15. For Nigerians, I know their heads will be sparking by now. Just imagine you are doing virtual internship and they are giving you $15, like they call it now, every hour that you put in. So the benefits are just so much. So Ejiro saves hours each week and uses that time to take online courses and enhance her skills. After 3 months, she built a career, she built a network, and she had a solid, strong portfolio, enough to impress top recruiters. So I tell you, this is one of the easiest way to go through the back door into any job space, virtual internship. And that's why if you're watching me and you are that level in your life, maybe you are a university student, an undergraduate, whether it's Polytechnic, College of Education, or you just finished mid-level career, from entry to mid-level career, you can go for virtual internship. And they are structured such that you are the one that determine what time to work. In Nigeria, for instance, you could decide to go to your regular 9 to 5, get home, do your house chores or whatever activities. Then maybe at night, you go for virtual internship. While we are sleeping here, there are other clients that are in daytime. So that's the flexibility that it gives you. So my number 2 point that they haven't told you, don't forget, our topic is what they haven't told you about virtual internship. So we looked at the first one, the obvious benefits, and the number 2 is they haven't told you this. Now let's talk about what people don't mention about virtual internship. Many think they are just a substitute, for in-person experience. Not at all. In reality, they are a master class for developing the skills to this job market truly values. That's one thing. You are not just learning hard skills. You are honing traits, and that make you irreplaceable in the job space. You are interacting with top gurus, people who have industry experience. They are literally taking you by the hand and guiding you. And something about virtual internship, by the time you are through, they are giving you recommendations and certifications for what you are putting. And like I said, don't forget, some of them even give you a stipend per hourly. So first, there's self-discipline and time management that you get to learn. Working remotely requires you to be proactive, self-motivated, and accountable. There's no manager working by your desk, checking on you. There's just deadlines or lifelines, I may say, deadlines, and expectations. It forces you to master the act of prioritization, or prioritizing your skills, setting goals, and following through. You think about it, these skills are not just for work, but for life. Everyone that hears this should sign up as a matter of immediacy. No wasting time. Then another thing that you benefit from what they are not telling you from virtual internship is in virtual setting, you often work independently with minimal supervision. This challenges you to find solutions on your own. I was just talking to my son a while ago before I came on this podcast, about critical thinking. This is one thing that is lacking in many undergraduates and graduates, and it's not a fault of theirs. You hardly have any undergraduate course where they will teach you critical thinking. If you are in business school, maybe you are doing business administration or some of these social science, they can mention it in passing as one of those elements that managers should have, or maybe in project management. But nobody really sits down to teach you critical thinking, what it is and how to use it every day. But this is one of the things that virtual internship will give you, because you are working with minimal skill and you become very adept to navigate ambiguity and solve unexpected issues. These are the moments that employers really care about. When you are looking for a job today, these are the things they really care about. They want to work, employers are looking for people who can work with minimal supervision, who can think, who can create. Sometimes, there's a mindset in Africa. When people want a job, they are looking, they are begging the employer, say, please, this is my last hope. Nobody wants to help you. Employers rather are looking for people who will help them. But you must have the requisite skills and qualification. And this is one thing that virtual internship will deliver on your lap. Like we said in the first point, is the easiest and the back door to enter into any job space. Because by the time you present proof, your letter of credence, your letter of certification that you did an internship with maybe Google, maybe Amazon, maybe Meta, maybe Bloomberg, maybe KPMG, PricewaterhouseCoopers, man, that person is just going to dive you, so that's it. Another overlooked advantage is digital communication mastery. Many people underestimate how crucial it is to communicate clearly and professionally online. But with virtual internship, you quickly learn to craft a concise email, speak conveniently in video meetings, and collaborate across time zones. Because you are not co-located, you are in that space. You master the act of working in diverse environments. So it's so crucial. These are essential skills for the modern workplace, yet most people struggle with them. When a recruiter sees your virtual internship experience, they recognize that you are already a pro at remote communication and increasingly vital skill in the global workspace. So the next thing I want to talk about, point number 3, the career changing opportunities that it offers. Virtual internship can open doors you never imagined. You can never work with a global company, explore new industries, and gain diverse skills without ever leaving home. This is especially valuable if you are looking to switch careers or diversify your expertise. Think about it. In another session, we're going to be talking about how to pivot, how to switch your career. A lot of people are in dire need of switching their career. They want to pivot from what they are doing right now to something else. One of the things that this particular point I'm sharing does, the career changing opportunities that, if you don't adapt, very soon a lot of people will be out of jobs. But working in that virtual internship space, collaborating and working under global companies, it just puts you in a clear, advantageous position. Imagine another scenario. There's Ada, a marketing professional, wants to break into digital marketing. She signs up for a virtual internship with a global advertising firm through us, Career 360. Over 6 months, she learns digital marketing tools, how to, manage campaign, how to build a robust portfolio. Then when she applies for a full-time role, recruiters are impressed. They are impressed by her hands-on experience with global brands. So this is something that they're not telling you. What I'm offering you is even for free. You sign up for free for this virtual internship. They assess you based on where you are, and you get a sign up. They sign you on, and the next thing is to deliver on your promise, and you get that needed experience. Number 4, breaking the myth. Today's rapidly evolving professional landscape, virtual internship have emerged as a significant component of career development. However, several misconceptions still persist, potentially deterring students, educators, and professionals from embracing the opportunities. Maybe let's address and debunk some of these common myths to provide a clearer understanding, to you of the true value of virtual internship and what it has to offer. Myth number 1. Let's look at it. Myth number 1: virtual internship lack meaningful work experience. That is a myth. In reality, many organizations design virtual internship to involve interns in critical projects, offering experiences comparable to traditional in-person roles. Don't forget that these companies we are looking at, they are global brands. Internship is not just something that just maybe like an apprenticeship scheme in a typical Nigerian setting. Just come and stay with me in the office and watch me. No. There's a department that is dedicated to admit interns, and they design their program such that by the time you are through, that experience can match when you are there physically, in-person role. So that's myth buster number 1. Myth number 2, limited networking opportunity. That's a fallacy. While the former differs from in-person interactions, virtual internship often incorporates structured networking components. So you network with the other people that you are going to be working with online, and from time to time there's in-house meeting. So the opportunities are enormous. Myth number 3 that we're going to be busting today, absence of mentorship and support. That's a myth. Contrary to this belief, many virtual internship programs prioritizes mentorship by assigning dedicated supervisors and facilitating regular check-ins. So when you are offered that internship, that intern role, they assign a supervisor to you or a mentor. They give you assignment and there are regular check-ins to see what you are delivering and how you are doing it, and they guide you through. So mentorship is top-notch in some of these programs. Myth number 4, virtual internships are less credible to employers. That's a myth, However, as remote work becomes more prevalent, employers increasingly recognize the legitimacy and benefit of virtual internship. That is the truth. And for your information, you that is watching me, it has been predicted by some major organizations across the world, renowned voices, that by 2030, and before that time, the manifestations will even be increasing in loudness. It will become more obvious, as it were. But by 2030, most jobs will become remote. Most jobs will become remote. So it just gives you an opportunity to prepare, to prepare for the future. Because I'm talking to those who are still young. Maybe you are in your early 20s, mid 20s, early 30s, late 30s. You're still in school, you just finished school, entry-level job, mid-level career. This is the time to take the chance and take the opportunity. So virtual internship is really worth it. Is worth it. You have to stake something in it. Is worth it. And share this video. Let your friend get to know about it. Let your sister, let your brother, let somebody get to know about it. Let's take advantage of it. Let me ask a question. From what you have learned, can you really say virtual internship is worth it? Let me allow you to guess. So drop your comment anywhere you watch this video at any time. Just drop your comment. Is it really worth it? What did you know about virtual internship before this time? Let me know. Let me know what you think about it. From all that I've shared, But I will tell you something. Virtual internship teach you self-discipline, expand your network, and give you a competitive edge. And with Career 360, our offering is no match. It's free, and like I said, over 340 companies, top Fortune 500 companies on our platform. So it's an opportunity that you can take advantage of and you can't afford to miss. So don't wait. Get started and level up your career. Once again, I am Dr. Rudolph Smith. I'm your #1 career analyst in Africa. Subscribe to our channels. They are on the screen, showing on the screen. Click the notification bell, keep your comments, and share our content. Thanks for the training session. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for following our podcast at Career 360. If you found this episode very helpful, like I said, please do the needful. Share our content, like, and drop your comment. Thank you, and God bless you.